Hello and welcome to another one of my videos. Now today I'd like to return back to the US and take a look at one of their menus, menu 19, this particular one being the beef patty jalapeno pepper jack. It's a long title, so let's get this on a table and see what this pack contains. So, as you can see, we now have here on the table this US M.R.E menu 19, the beef patty jalapeno pepper jack. And we all know by now that these come in a strong brown bag. This particular one is made by the Warnick company, so it won't have no external date codes. But I do think this is from a 2017 stock. So, let's look for the peelable seal. As we know, and I keep saying, sometimes these go, sometimes they don't. That was very peelable, very nice, easy to open. So, what does this menu 19 beef patty jalapeno jack actually contain? So, as always, a nice and impressive set of contents. I should just pull them out to one side. And first off, we have the beef patty jalapeno. So that's the main entree, the beef patty. We also have an oatmeal chocolate chunk cookie, so a very large chocolate chip cookie. We have the standard very large looking accessory pack this time. There's a few extra items in that one, looking at that. We have a packet of milk chocolate M&Ms. There is the standard M.R.E spoon. We have some cheese spread with bacon. That's the first time I've had the bacon cheese spread, so that'd be nice to try. We have a beverage base powder tropical punch. There is the hot beverage bag. Of course, with that, the standard FRH, the flameless ration heater. We also have some cherry blueberry cobbler. So I've tried that once before, it was very nice. Be interesting to see if that one compares to the other one I tried. And we have some tortillas plain. There's also the heating sleeve with some of the nutritional facts and values for both the patty and the cherry cobbler. I should just hold that there. You can sort of zoom in. Let's just bring up that bit closer. Pause if you want to have a quick look at some of those there. So, this is the contents of the US menu 19 beef patty. So let's get this out on a tray and see what they look and taste like. So, as you can see, I now have this US menu 19 beef patty jalapeno laid out on the tray, and I think we need to start by having a closer look at the accessory pack. Now this one looks a little bit larger than the standard accessory packs, which we see all the time in the US M.R.Es. So this one actually contains some ketchup, some mustard, there is the moist towelette, which puts one side in case we need that in a minute. We have a creamer, non-dairy. We have a salt, iodized salt. The standard teepee, let's put that to one side also. Some matches, red tip. Some Janelle coffee. A sugar, and of course the cinnamon gum in the red packet. So that's the contents of the accessory pack. So I think what we'll do now is we'll go straight off and make the drinks. So I'm going to make the Janelle coffee as I like it, straight away with all of the contents, the coffee, the sugar and the whiteners. So let's get the coffee in there. It's just a dark looking powder. We'll get the non-dairy creamer. Get it all in there. And we should add the whole pack of sugar. It looks about the right amount, just a little over a teaspoon. Right amount for myself. And of course, using the spoon that came in the pack, she'll just give that about half to 3/4 of a mug. We'll go about half. Give it the best option. A decent taste, decent flavour. Now the other drink that needs a little bit of preparation is the Tropical Punch beverage base powder. Nice artificial smell and obviously very, very fluorescent in colour. And again, using the trusty old spoon and cold water this time, we shall just give that a good mix. Now this happened to me once before. It's doing it again. I never did understand why, and I don't know now. This powder, as you can see, has just formed nasty globular chunks. Now I had this happen once before on one of these menus, quite a while ago. I don't know what the science is behind that or what's going wrong, but as you can see, and that sounds like my next door neighbours decided to do some more work. I'm sorry if you can hear any background noise there. My neighbour's doing some work on their house, but the powder has just gone into a gelatinous mess, which, if anyone out there can tell me what's happened to that. This is twice now. This has happened in a US M.R.E. Never had it happen in any other ration, but twice on a US M.R.E. It is so gloopy. It doesn't even wash off the spoon there. It's sticky, it's tacky. Wow. Just don't know what's happened to that. I bet it doesn't look very good. So, moving on, I think we should have a look at the oatmeal chocolate chunk cookie. So it's a nice, smashed into pieces, crumbs. Sounds like my neighbour's deciding to drill through to my house, but this is just, as you can see, just a pile of crumbs, big chunks of chocolate, but there's still some in there. Let's put that to one side. We have some M&Ms. Everybody knows what M&Ms are. I should just add a couple on the side there. I don't need to empty them all out. I think they're pretty universally known. Chocolate M&Ms. Move those to one side. Got that cookie over everything. We have the cherry blueberry cobbler. I'm just going to bring in a little dish to put that into to keep everything nice and clean best I can. I've not warmed the cobbler. I believe you can have it hot or cold. I am having this one actually cold. So we'll get all that out, all that lovely nice raspberry cherry juices there. Give my hand a little bit of a wipe. I'll move the salt to one side. I have some of the cheese spread with bacon. First time I've actually tried that one. Just bringing my trusty old friend to help open the cheese spread with bacon. I've also got mustard and ketchup. Again, a bit of a mess there, but we should just open the edge of the mustard. It just sounds like my neighbour is drilling into my wall still. I do apologise. Obviously I can't help my neighbour, unfortunately. Yeah. And last but not least, we have the mains. I've been keeping the tortillas underneath the mains to warm them up, so we'll open that first. So 2 tortillas, nicely warmed, and it is a 2017 stock. So it's just coming up to 3-year-old. So they're nice and warm now, nice and pliable, nice and soft. And I should just separate them while they're soft there, been warmed up. And last but not least, we have the patty. So just move that down there. Appears to be quite a bit of juice in there. I'll try and avoid getting that juice out if I can. I can smell jalapenos. So there's a nice smell of jalapeno there. Put that packet away nicely. So, where do we start? I think I'm going to start with the coffee. So, standard instant sort of coffee. Personally, out of all the US M.R.Es, I'd actually prefer these Genial. I don't like the Type 1, Type 2, but this seems to be the best of all the varieties in the rations. It is an instant, it tastes like an instant, but for me, this seems to be the better of all the coffee types. So it's a nice comforting coffee. I'm going to go straight away and try a little piece of this patty. The jalapeno, excuse fingers, the beef patty, jalapeno jack. So nice little beef style patty. Small, oh no, it's coming. Quite a kick. It gives time for that jalapeno kick to happen, but there is quite a kick in that patty. Just takes a few seconds to come. The patty is typical burger style patty. You can see what's probably jalapenos in there, the little red flecks. Not overly it's not overly firm, easy to chew, don't need a great set of teeth. Typical sort of burger, but it has got a good jalapeno kick to the background. Let's try a little bit of this cheese spread with bacon. First time I've tried this cheese spread. Usually the jalapeno cheese spread is good. There's a nice bacon flavour in there. You can taste the bacon. There's little lumps, which might be the bacon. Little lumps within that cheese, which is the bacon. Nice, flavoursome once again. Running out of spaces here. Ketchup is ketchup, but we'll just have a little bit on the spoon first. So a little bit of ketchup on this spoon. Ketchup is ketchup, that's exactly what it is. It's just standard ketchup. A little bit of mustard. Now it looks like the mustard's separated. There's a bit of separation going on there. Quite spicy, this one. Very much what we call like a French mustard here in the UK. US mustard, American mustard seems to be milder. It's got a little bit of a kick. We would call this sort of a French mustard style here in the UK. So, time to get a bit creative, I think. I think it's time for, let's have a look at a piece of the tortilla. It is just what it is. Standard sort of tortilla. Nothing special. Most people should know what they're like, and it is just a standard. I'm just going to put a little bit of this patty in the tortilla. Excuse my fingers. I'm going to give it a good squedge of the cheese. Good squedge of cheese there. Mix it all together. And just because, and why not, I'm going to also give it some ketchup. Make like a burger style cheeseburger. And I don't usually have a mustard on my burgers, but again, a little bit just because it's there. Let's see if we can just take a bite of that without dropping it. So everything's in there, the meat and all the condiments. Big bite. Everything in there complements each other. It makes a sort of cheeseburger style flavour. Obviously the jalapeno now, the heat of it has dulled with all the other condiments and the tortilla, but it is a nice cheeseburger style mains. So I keep taking a huge bite. It is tasty, it is enjoyable, very nice, tasty wrap there. I'm just going to clean the spoon off a little bit. Tried licking it, I couldn't get the cheese off. Let's try for the bit of a wash. Okay, because I do want to now go to the cherry cobbler. So nice large cherries. I can't see much of the cobbler. I believe the cobbler is normally, you know, like the biscuit base, but it's just like the cherry in a sauce, cherry sauce. Nice flavour of cherries. Cannot find the cobbler in there. It's just cherries in a sauce. I know what that is. Nice, sweet, soft, nice flavour of cherries. I do know what I'm going to do with that in a minute, but I'm going to try it first. A little bit of this broken chocolate chip cookie. Sweet, crisp, crunchy, nice pieces of chocolate, but I'm missing the cobbler, so I'm going to just try a little bit of that cookie in with the cherry, give it some of that crunch back. Wow, that is certainly the way to go with that cookie. The cookie is broken, it is smashed. The best thing to do with it is add it to the cherry, make that more crunchy, crispy, sweet, sugar rich. Certainly the way to enjoy that. Just wipe my hands. I'm in a bit of a mess today. So look at the M&Ms. Standard chocolate M&Ms. I think that everyone around the world knows these now. Just regular chocolate M&Ms. Crispy, shell. Different to the UK version. That is a different chocolate. We have M&Ms here in the UK. Chocolate in there is different. The US M&Ms have a different chocolate. My opinion, I think it's a slightly less quality chocolate, less of the cocoa in there, but they're still recognisable as M&Ms. And again, I also think a couple of M&Ms in with the rest. It's certainly not going to be a bad mix. Wow, certainly is not. It's like being 6 years old all over again when you just make a mess with all of your pudding and it turns out to be the best thing you ever did. A few more M&Ms in there, a few more bits of cake, cookie. I'm going to finish that after I've finished off the mains. Come back to the coffee. Now, the drink has not settled. There is a film of sticky gelatinous. I'm going to try one more time just to see if that will dissolve. No. Now it's the second time I've had this happen in the US ration. Only the second. I must have had 20 US rations, and twice now the cold beverage base powder has done this, and I think there was both the tropical. Thinking about it, I think they were both the tropical. So if anyone out there could tell me what has gone wrong with this particular powder. But drinking through the film at the top, it is a sweet fruit flavoured drink. Would have been nice, slight bit of tartness there, not overly sweet. It does pull your cheeks in. It's just a shame that it will not mix and it's formed that sticky mess on the top. So, recap. Coffee. Out of all of the US M.R.Es, I think this Genial is the best. It's an instant. You're never going to get a fantastic instant, but for all of the ones I try, I do actually prefer this one. Overall, not a bad coffee. The Jalapeno, it's sticky. Sorry, not sticky. It's hot, spicy, kick of jalapenos. Typical sort of burger. Makes a fantastic wrap with the cheese, the bacon. That's a good quality cheese, nice quality bacon flavour. Ketchup, mustard, again, decent quality of both. All in together makes like a fiery jalapeno cheeseburger. Certainly enjoyable. I'm certainly going to do the same with the other. Cherry cobbler. There wasn't a cobbler in there. It was just cherry in a sweet jam, sweet sauce. But as it was very nice. The addition of the cookie, which was crumbly but sweet, and a few of the M&Ms made a very good, almost childlike pudding or after dinner dessert. Certainly no problem eating that. All of those M&Ms are M&Ms, and the cookie, as you can see, battle damaged, but a nice sweet chocolatey chunk cookie. Overall, again, one of my favourite recipes. I have enjoyed this one. I will certainly have it again. So for now, thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe and hit that notification button for future videos coming very soon. So thank you and goodbye.